Hi, this is Rob, and in this video I wanted to show you my top 10 tourist attractions in Cebu, Philippines. For those unfamiliar with Cebu, it's located in the central part of the Philippines, known as the Visayas. As I said in some of my other videos, lists like this are very subjective. I've had to keep this list to 10 as the video would be too long. So there are a lot more tourist attractions in Cebu that I've had to leave off just to keep it down to 10. So here we go. Number 10, Mactan Island. For most tourists, this will be your entry point to Cebu as the airport is located here. It connects to the mainland of Cebu by a number of bridges. Mactan Island is where you'll find some of Cebu's most luxurious resorts, as well as some mid-range ones as well. The resorts are located on this side of the island as shown by the red line. Generally the beaches on Mactan aren't great, the best being the man-made ones belonging to the resorts. So here is a quick rundown of some of the popular resorts located here. B Resort, which is a modern funky place and more popular with the younger tourists. The whole resort looks really good and has some decent rooms. The classy rooms having some awesome sea views. Abeka Resort is a luxurious boutique resort. The biggest letdown though with this resort is its pretty ordinary beachfront. The infinity pool looks stylish and is a nice place to laze by. With only 9 rooms, each having its own personal butler, you really can experience personal service at its best. The rooms are spacious, with the Seaview Pool Villa having its own private plunge pool. The resort also has a spa on site, or enjoy some of the finest dining on Mactan at its restaurant. Movenpick Resort is a lovely looking resort with a beachfront and with some nice swimming pools. Its Ibiza Club restaurant is a wonderful place to have a drink or eat. Rooms are nice, with the better ones having some awesome sea views. And if you've got the money, I'd recommend going for those type of rooms. The Shangri-La Resort is one of the biggest and most impressive looking resorts on Mactan. In fact, it's my favourite resort here. Its beach area just looks great. And it's the best man-made beach you'll find on Mactan. There's also a number of swimming pools and excellent rooms. I've done another video review of this, so just check out my YouTube channel. Vista Mar is an older resort with a little beach, as well as a nice swimming pool. Rooms are a little bit dated, but they're still decent enough. Next door, but not on the beach, is its sister hotel, La Mirada. It offers more modern rooms. The Crimson Resort is a beautiful, luxurious resort with its iconic 3-tier swimming pool. Rooms are nicely appointed, with the villas offering more space and luxuries. It's a nice upmarket resort on Mactan. Costa Bella is a mid-range resort with a number of swimming pools and a decent man-made beachfront. The rooms are nice enough. Overall, not too bad of a resort. Blue Water Maribago Beach Resort is a mid-range resort with a nice man-made beachfront. There's also a number of swimming pools as well, if you choose not to swim at the beach. For me, I quite like the place for a mid-range resort. I'm particularly impressed by their Premier Deluxe rooms. You can see a full review of this resort on my blog, beyondcebu.com. Cebu White Sands is another mid-ranged resort that I like, with some nice pools, although the beach here is pretty ordinary. The new Mabuhay building is a welcome addition to the resort. It has a great rooftop bar, and the rooms in this building are the best you can find in this resort. J Park is a huge, luxurious resort with its water park, making it an excellent place for families. I've done a full review also of this resort on my YouTube channel, so check that out if you want to see more details on this resort. The villa rooms are the best rooms you can get at the resort. They've got lots of space. They either come with a splash pool or jacuzzi. Plantation Bay is one of the most iconic resorts on the island. Although the lagoons are artificial, it does look good. For families, it can be a lot of fun as there's lots of things to do. It does have a beachfront, but most guests choose to swim in the lagoons. The rooms are nice, although they're not luxurious to some of the other luxury resorts on the island. Pacific Cebu has had some renovations in recent years. This has given it a fresh, more contemporary look to the place, and it does look and feel a lot better than it did before. It's added a few new villa rooms and the older rooms have had a bit of a fresh upgrade as well. It makes for a better experience, especially from my previous stay here. Best Western Sandbar is still a fairly new resort, not overly huge, but has a nice pool. It's not bad of a resort, and I would say it falls in the average bracket. Rooms are nice and comfortable. Cordova Reef is an isolated resort set in some pleasant gardens. Due to its location, it's fairly quiet. The beachfront isn't something to blow you away. Its rooms are made up of some fairly uniquely circled cottages. For me, it's an average resort. Cordova Home Village is a budget-friendly resort on Mactan, not located on the beach. It does have a nice sized pool and is popular with the expat market here. It's also popular for families for day use. While nothing spectacular, for the price, it's not too bad. If you need accommodation near the airport, the closest hotel is the Waterfront, which is just walking distance from the airport. It's a little dated, but overall it's pretty decent. For more details on this hotel and other resorts, please check out my other videos or visit my blog Beyond Cebu. On Mactan Island itself, there are plenty of things to do and see, including handmade guitar factories, Mactan Shrine, where Chief Lapu-Lapu killed Magellan. There's plenty of water sports, which can be arranged from most of the resorts. Island hopping trips are popular. One of the better operators is Island Bunkers. I'll put the link on screen if you need to contact someone. But if you Google, there's plenty of other operators as well. There are some beautiful islands nearby Mactan and can be done easily on a day trip. With Nalusuan Island having some great snorkeling. There's a little restaurant on the island, so you can have a barbecue lunch. This island gets quite busy with tourists. If you want to enjoy the place longer, they do have some cottages that overlook the water that you can stay at. Once the day trippers leave, you can really enjoy the serenity of the place. Nothing luxurious though. I'll put their link up to the website. Orlango Island has a wonderful bird sanctuary. You can see migrating birds. You'll need a camera with a long zoom though. Number 9, the Sinulog Festival, held on the third Sunday of every January. I'm going to show you what happens in the Basilica in downtown Cebu. I will put a link up on another video made on the street dancing if you want to look at that. I wanted to show you this part of the festival. Ultimately, it's the religious side of things that this festival revolves around. For me, going down to the Basilica and witnessing the religious side of it, not only was it one of my best experiences of the festival, it was truly rewarding and one of the most memorable moments that I'll never forget. To get a background on the festival, the Basilica is where they hold the Santo Niño, which is the image of the baby Jesus. This was brought to the Philippines by the Spanish and was given to the then Queen of Cebu.
By Magellan as a gift because they agreed to be converted. And then this one here, every festival, the Sinulog, which happened last Sunday, there will be that one lady holding the image dancing. So the first one who danced that one, the festival queen, was Queen 1.
The Santo Niño can be seen everywhere in Cebu. And in the video, you'll see thousands of people holding replicas of the Santo Niño. Basilica holds the Mass during Sinulog. It attracts thousands of followers. So if you want good views, you'll need to come early. For me, I waited 8 hours, which is something I don't normally do. Being part of all this was quite moving, even I felt a little teary-eyed watching this. The thing that really blew me away was when the Mass came to an end. The whole place erupts into this joyous celebration. Fireworks and singing. I've never seen something like this before, and it was just an amazing experience. Waiting 8 hours for this was totally worth it. Something I'll never forget, and I really recommend seeing it. Number 8, Moalboal, and I apologise for my pronunciation of this place. Located in Cebu South, it's a fantastic spot, not only for divers, but for lovers of adventure and beaches. There are two main areas to stay here, one in Pagnasama Beach. While this area does have patches of white sand, it tends to be more rocky. Just offshore is some great snorkeling. You can see sardines, corals, and even turtles. There's a reef that runs all along here. Pagnasama Beach is more built up than the White Beach area, which I'll show in a minute. This area you can find plenty of restaurants, bars and dive shops. These are all pretty much within walking distance of each other. You also find quite a number of resorts here, most are budget to mid-range resorts. So here's a quick rundown of some of the popular resorts here. Tupelo Resort has some simple rooms. It has a restaurant as well as Planet Action, which offers some canyoning tours in the area, as well as some other adventures. Cuvardis is a nice resort, complete with swimming pool, restaurant, and various cottages and rooms. Cabana Beach Club has a swimming pool, restaurant, decent enough rooms. The Sea View offers this type of view. Lycosis is another decent resort with pool and restaurant. It has a number of cottages spread out over the resort. Love's Resort is fairly small with pool, restaurant and dive shop, various types of rooms as well. New Eve's actually has a ATM machine at the front. There's a pool, restaurant, the rooms are fairly simple. Saavedra is a small resort with the rooms facing the ocean, having some awesome balcony views. That's just some of the resorts here. What I must mention is the sunsets here. They're just amazing, some of the best I've ever seen. So if you want to be close to everything, Pagnasama Beach is a place to stay. If you want a better beach, you'll need to head to White Beach, which is around 20 minutes or so from Pagnasama by tricycle. Here you will get a nice beach. Just like at Pagnasama, just offshore, there's some awesome snorkeling with the reef running along here as well. The place doesn't feel as cramped as Pagnasama Beach either. There are cottages for day use, so the place can get a bit noisy during weekends or public holidays. You'll find a number of resorts here. In general, they tend to be more than what you'd pay for in Pagnasama Beach, with resorts such as Ravanella, Club Serena, and again you can check out my other videos. Moalboal is a great place to visit. I love the snorkeling, especially the underwater adventures. It has a nice beach in the White Beach area. To get here, it's only a few hours drive from the city. The waters look fantastic, especially in the drier months of March and April. It's also a good place to base yourself if you want to do the extremely popular canyoning, which is at nearby Bantayan. This leads on to my number 7 on the list, canyoning in Cebu. Okay, get ready for the canyoning. Got the helmet, life jacket, and catch a motorbike up into the mountains, and then basically trek your way down the river. And oh my god, it's so much fun. The first jump was a bit scary, but once you've done that one, the rest are easy. There's a fair bit of hiking as well, so you need to take that in consideration. I wouldn't say I'm overly fit, but I didn't think it was too hard. I can't imagine what it would have been like in the rainy season though. There's lots of rocks, so it could be quite slippery.
Alright, this is the first jump. Going down here, like this. Don't open your mouth.
You do need to be careful when trekking, as I could easily see yourself twisting your ankle. There's heaps of people doing it these days, and it's a fantastic way to spend your day. There's plenty of companies offering day trips from Cebu City or Mactan, so you can either check online or even at the hotel or resort you're staying at. The canyon eventually takes you to Cebu's most famous waterfall, Kawasan Falls, which leads me on to number 6 on my list, Cebu's waterfalls. Kawasan Falls is located in the south of Cebu, as shown. It's a beautiful waterfall with 3 levels. Jump into its icy cool waters, or take a raft under the falls itself. If you want to stay, there's a few simple rooms that you can book here, with some of the rooms actually having views of the falls. Here's a contact number if you want to stay. The second level of the falls, while not as popular, it's a beautiful spot to spend your time at. Cebu has lots of beautiful waterfalls dotted around the island, so if you love waterfalls, you're in for a real treat. I've done another video on some of Cebu's best waterfalls, which I go into more details of how to get there and what to do. Please check out my blog, Beyond Cebu, you'll see it there. Sinulog Falls. Sinulog Falls is one of the most prettiest falls in Cebu. It just looks magical with the sprays of water cascading over the rocks, and has become a popular spot near Oslob. Tourists come to this waterfall after swimming with the whale sharks in Oslob, which leads me on to my number 5 on the list, swimming with the whale sharks. This has to be one of the most controversial tourist attractions in Cebu. Located in Cebu's south, a few hours drive from the city, this little town popped out of nowhere. Every morning they feed them with krill, which has made these whale sharks reliant on the food. Environmentalists have raised concerns how this can affect things such as migration patterns, the diet of the sharks, and basically exploitation for the tourist dollar. If this is a concern to you, there is a place in southern Leyte that you can swim with the whale sharks without these concerns. With all that being said, swimming with the whale sharks is such an awesome thing to do, and it's one of those experiences you'll never forget. Rates are higher for foreigners, and it goes for 30 minutes. Open from 6 AM until 12 noon daily. Many resorts in Mactan or hotels in Cebu can organise tours here. A number of resorts have sprung up in recent years in Oslob or nearby, so you can stay overnight. Some are within walking distance of the Whale Shark Centre itself. You can book most of them online with sites such as Agoda, or check out their Facebook pages. I've added a few on my blog as well. A lot of the accommodation here is fairly cheap. One of the better places to stay in the area is in Sumilon Island, which you can see offshore from Oslob. This is number 4 on my list. A lot of people who come to see the whale sharks continue on and do a day trip in Sumilon Island. The island offers some day trip packages, which includes a lunch and transfers to the island. Check their website for latest rates and conditions. Sumilon Island is a gorgeous island with its famous white sand bank, one of the most beautiful in the Philippines. It's a great place to relax or chill out at. The sands do move a little with the tides and currents, so it never quite looks the same. The island itself has some other picture perfect beaches. The colours of the waters around the island are just gorgeous, especially during the dry season. The Blue Water Resort is an exclusive resort on the island. Its infinity pool looks amazing with some wonderful views. Take a massage, or if you want to stay longer in paradise, stay in one of its rooms. I was really impressed by their Premier Deluxe rooms. They're just amazing. Or if you want something more luxurious, try one of their villa rooms. I've done a full video review of this resort, which I'll put the link below under the video. Number 3, the Camotes Islands, a group of islands located in Cebu's north. It's one of Cebu's more underrated paradises. The islands are home to some of Cebu's most beautiful beaches. The waters can have these emerald green as well as beautiful aqua colours.
Welcome to Tulangdiut Island.
Its 2 smaller islands are just excellent getaways from mainstream tourism. Just wonderful places. While on the main island itself, which is more popular, there are a number of resorts you can stay at. One area is the stunning Santiago Bay. I've done another video with more details on the Camotes, which I'll put up the link. It shows you the top 10 things to do in the Camotes, and it will give you a great insight to why this is a fantastic place to visit. Some recommended resorts, depending on your budget, include Santiago Bay and Garden Resort, Mangalog Rock, and Mangalong Paradise Resort. Check out my YouTube channel or my blog for more details on these resorts. Number 2, one of Cebu's best islands to visit has to be Malapascua Island, located right on the northern tip of Cebu. It's only a little island, but it offers some of the best of what Cebu has to offer, an idyllic tropical getaway. It's most famous for the thresher shark dives. Even as a non-diver like myself, I love coming to this island. The beaches are fantastic. The most popular is Bounty Beach. Gorgeous water, white sandy beach, a perfect place to holiday at. Bounty Beach is located on this part of the island as shown in yellow on the map. It's small enough that you can walk from one end to the other, and it's lined with restaurants, bars and resorts. It's where the most tourists come when they stay on the island. Here's a quick rundown of some of the resorts here that I can recommend. Ocean Vita, with some nice beachfront rooms, offering some of the best views of the beach. Malapascua Legends has a huge pool, by Malapascua standards anyhow, and it has some nice sized rooms. Exotic Island Dive Resort is a good restaurant, and there are various types of rooms, the best being the beachfront rooms. Hippocampus, starting from fan rooms right up to aircon and beachfront rooms. Evolution has some nice deluxe rooms, as well as some decent fan rooms. Cocobana is one of the oldest resorts on the island. It has many room types with various prices. Little Mermaid has some reasonable rooms. It has a restaurant and bar. Tepany on Logan Beach has some wonderful deluxe rooms which have some of the best views on the island. There's also cheaper room types available. Thresher Cove Dive Resort, located on its own cove, has some decent enough rooms. Malditos, it has a reasonable restaurant. Its rooms are pretty nice as well. Some of the rooms offer great views of the ocean. Again, you can see my other videos for more details on these resorts, as well as on my blog beyondcebu.com. Malapascua has some beautiful beaches dotted around the island to discover. Not only that, there are some awesome island hopping trips to take to some nearby islands. Higatagan is worth visiting for its beautiful sandbar. Kanasa Island is another beautiful place. As well as the lovely La Manuk Island. And of course Kalingaman Island, which is part of Leyte but can easily be reached from Malapascua Island. Malapascua is an awesome place in Cebu. For a little island, it packs a punch. A seriously fantastic island that you should visit. And my number one on my list is Bantayan Island. It's hands down my favourite island in Cebu. It's located in Cebu's north as well, and is actually not that far away from Malapascua. If you come to Bantayan Island, the place to stay is around Santa Fe town, in the bottom corner of the island as shown in the map. Bantayan's best beaches are located in this area. Here you'll find, in my opinion anyhow, some of the best beaches in Cebu. In the summer months, they just look gorgeous. I've been coming here for years, and I just love the place. Bantayan Island was hit by one of the biggest typhoons in history in 2013. It devastated the island. Here you can see the differences from 2012 until now. This was taken at Buyong Beach Resort. So if you plan to stay in Bantayan, here are some of my recommended places, depending on your budget. Buyong has some simple rooms right on this magnificent beach. Next door is Koda, again with a gorgeous beach, and has various types of cottages. Amahan is a decent resort with nice simple rooms. Marlins Resort has an impressive looking beachfront. Its rooms are okay. Octong Cave Resort has its own beach area. It also has its popular cave. There's various types of rooms here as well. Its sister resort, Santa Fe Beach Club, has a gorgeous beachfront and decent rooms. Hoya Hoya Villas has some stilt villas and some nice rooms. Beach Plaza has some various room types with a lovely beachfront. The Coral Blue Oriental has a nice restaurant and some okay rooms. Anika Island has some nice rooms. It's also got a restaurant, a newly built swimming pool and nice beachfront. Santa Fe Town is a fairly laid back place. It's close to the beach resorts, so from a lot of places it's possible to walk or it's just a short tricycle ride away. In Santa Fe Town you can pick up supplies from the stores. There's a number of restaurants and bars you can eat at. There's a fair choice of cuisines and it's a nice place to kick back for a few drinks. It's all fairly tame. On weekends, some of the establishments have some live music. Worth checking out around Bantayan Island is the beautiful Paradise Beach. Koda Park for the best sunsets on the island. In Bantayan Town they have a market and historic church. You can also try some skydiving. Another popular thing to do is island hopping. There are some real beautiful islands nearby. Kinatakan, a less travelled to island, but it does have some gorgeous beaches. The most popular island to visit is Virgin Island. It has some stunning beaches and it makes for a fantastic day trip. It's pretty much a must-do if you stay in Bantayan. I've done a guide to this island on another one of my videos. So if you're a beach lover, like myself, I'm sure you'll love Bantayan, and it's one of the reasons I love coming back here. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm always raving about Bantayan Island. For me, it's my top destination to visit in Cebu. So there you have it. That's my list of my top 10 attractions in Cebu. As I said before, there are so many other amazing things to do and see in Cebu, but I wanted to keep it to 10. And just by keeping it to 10, I've already made this my longest video yet. I hope this video showcases some of the best of what Cebu has to offer and will inspire people to want to travel to this wonderful part of the Philippines. You can learn more in my blog, beyondcebu.com, or check out my YouTube channel. For more travel videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.